Thanks for joining us today. We started a few minutes earlier, so we are on time. If you want to grab any coffee, any drink, water, be ready for the afternoon. We're going to start in a few minutes. Just wait to have more people joining us. I see some familiar faces here, so this is great to see you all. It's going to be, let me just review, if I'm not wrong, the third last webinar. Yes, the third last webinar that we're going to have for this year. 2 more webinars, and we finished the 2025 InsuredMine bi-weekly webinars. So crazy, so fast. I cannot believe it. Next webinar, we are going to have it on November 19, and the last one is going to be December 3rd. So review your emails to be, sorry, to receive all of the webinars that we have provided, and also for the upcoming webinars that we are having. So I think we can start. Before we start, I want to introduce you, all of you, Nanda. She is part of the CSM team, and Nanda and I today we are going to provide the webinar that we have for today. Is that it's a NPS. If you guys haven't tried NPS in InsuredMine, today is the day that you might want to explore to see how it works, and of course to understand what is NPS. So let us start with NPS. But before we start, have you guys, any of you, try NPS? Do you know what is NPS, or you don't know? Have you tried NPS in InsuredMine or in another platform? If you please let us know here in the chat. So you know here that we have the chat, and if you have any question, also you can send us any message, and we will answer to you. Blanca, amazing, you do it annually, that's great. Kendra is not using it, Linda is not using it. Typically, we recommend, yes, to do it biannual or annually. It's the best way to rate or to see how your business is going, and of course, how your clients are feeling with the company. Amazing, Laura, with all new policies. And even if they are like if they already have an existing policy, you send it to them. Doesn't matter if they add multiple policies. This is really great. So let's start with the basic. What is NPS? So NPS, it's Net Promoter Score. So this is going to measure the customer loyalty. So probably you will think about it like, Montserrat, Ananda, what is the difference between NPS and Google Review? Why do we have to do a NPS or a Google Review? Both you need to do it because remember, Google review, it's going to help you to keep your business on track or with the review for online checkups. So remember that all of the people or all of your clients, prospects that they want to do business with you, they are going to search for you in Google, Yahoo. Nowadays, that ChatGPT also opened their own browser. They are going to look for you or search for you and review the comments. If other people they recommend your business, they are going to review your Google reviews and how many do you have, and of course what other people is saying about your business. So that is about Google review. Now NPS, it's more about internal, what is happening internal with your business, how your client is feeling connection or it's connecting with your business. How was the relationship with the producer, with the agent, with the CSR, or also with the CEO of the company? If they feel that they identify with yourself or with the company, they will provide you a score. And those scores, we have it here in three categories. That it's the promoters, that those are going to be the clients that they are going to recommend you or refer you a new business. And then the passives, so those are the ones that might going to recommend you, but probably they are not going to recommend you or they are not going to renew with you. And then you have the detractors, that those are the ones that they don't want to know anything about your business because probably they didn't agree with some of the terms, they didn't feel that they match with your other team members. So this is going to be an score that is going to help you to score your business and of course score your agents, how they are treating your clients, and of course how that relationship it's benefiting, it's giving you benefits or affecting your business. So any questions, guys, here something? Thank you, Laura. Well, why NPS matters for an agency, as I mentioned, this is going to be to help you if your client, existing clients, wants to renew with you or if they want to add a new policy, or if you can ask them for any Google review, you can match this, like they haven't give you any NPS or they have give you a 9 in NPS. Now you can ask them for a Google review, and this is something that Nanda is going to show you in a few minutes how you can use it. So, InsuredMine NPS survey, you will be able to have the NPS in InsuredMine. So far, this will be really great because it's going to give you the rate of your client, and all of your team members, they will be able to see the rate of that client, and you will be able to customize your templates and automate the messages or the emails in InsuredMine in different points of the system. You will be able to automate those those NPS, and of course the real-time feedback. So every time that you receive a new NPS, InsuredMine is also going to send you a notification, and the next step will be like you can call your client, or you can ask your producer to follow up with any detractors or promoters. What else can you do after they provide you an score? And I'm not going to go deeper to the key capabilities. I'm going to allow Nanda to help us to share her screen and navigate us through InsuredMine. So Nanda, please go ahead and share your screen.
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. This is Nanda, CSM, like working as a CSM in InsuredMine. So today I'm going to show you like how to send out NPS review to your clients and like how to navigate it. So let me just share my screen. Oh, there is just a second. Yeah, I hope my screen is visible now. Yeah, so here's the, like, after, logging in the portal, we need to go to the reputation module to find out the exact NPS segment. So it's at the left-hand side, the middle option, you will be able to see, find out the option of reputation. Like at the reputation module, we can see, we'll be able to see like two options, which is one is Google review, and another one is NPS. So here, so like in multiple ways we can send out NPS reviews to our client. One is get NPS directly from here. We just need to enter the contact's name and contact's email address. Like if the contact is already not added in this portal, we need to add the email address and phone number, and like on from which email we want to send it out. Like for that we need to add the sentence list. By that, we will be able to send out the email. And then if you just click on get NPS, they will receive an email, and in the email, they will receive the request to give us an NPS review. Apart from that, if we want to, send out the NPS review through, any bulk text or email campaign, or like in a normal communication way, we just don't want to do it from here. We can just copy this in like link, review link from here, and paste it in the email body or maybe the text body, and then we can just send it out. And this way they will be able to click on that link and give us the NPS review. So here's the option to filter it out. Like we can filter it out by agent, like which agent is like received, like what sort of review that they have received. We'll be able to filter it out by this. So the basic one, let's start with the how satisfied your customers are. Like based on the review, like as Monserrat mentioned, like if someone is giving you a review of 9 or 10, that person is, a promoter. And if the person is giving you 8 or it's like 7 or 8, that person is a passive one who, not that much enthusiastic. But yeah, they might, search for another agency. And the other people who's giving you from 0 to 6, they are like, legit unhappy client, and they are like, there's a high probability that they are searching for other competitors. So if someone is giving us the review, we'll be able to find out in this place, like how much review, like what percentage of review that we have received from our clients, like like how much percentage is detractors, and how much is passive, and another one like how much is promoters. So your NPS score, like from here, we'll be able to find out what NPS score that we have received. Like, if it's, in the right-hand side segments, and it's a plus point for us. And if it's the left-hand side, then, obviously it's a -1. We can see that's a complete red zone. And here at the bottom, we will be able to find out like what all, like who gave us the review and what review that we have received from our client. Like as you can see, like, Jake given us like 9, and obviously the type is also here mentioned. And obviously we already have the email address and the other details of our contact. So, the system will automatically mark that person as a verified one if we already, if that person is already added as a contact in our InsuredMine portal. So let's move to the download part. Like in the download part, we will be able to, download an entire detailed report of all the clients that like they have like that given us the reviews. So it will give you like, if we just click on the download and download the file, we'll get a proper CSV file where everything is mentioned. So any question till here?
Not so far.
Okay, so let's move to the setting part. So in the NPS, we'll be able to see there are 4 types of setting. One is redirect setting. So if we enable the redirect setting and, add a threshold, like suppose someone is given like, maybe if you want, like if someone is giving us, more than 6, like maybe it's 7 or maybe 8, 9, 10, these people, we want to request a Google review from them. Like directly, we are not sending out a Google review request from the Google review option. We just want, like, whenever they will say, give us like above 8 or maybe above 8, that person will automatically redirect to our like on Google review page. So we just need to set the threshold and enable the option and then just click on save. So whenever we'll send the request to someone, that person, whenever the person will give us 8 or more than 8, the system will automatically redirect them to our Google review option to give us some Google review, so that the external people can see, like how our company is doing. Like obviously when someone is referring our agency to someone, and obviously they'll go to our review section and check all the reviews. So it's better to get the reviews from the satisfied client and the promoters or maybe the passive one. So this is how the redirect setting works. Then we have the notification setting. So if we enable it, we'll be able to add the selected agent. So whenever we are sending an NPS review request to someone and they are submitting the submitting the review, like they have given us a review, like we can add multiple agents over here, as you can see, and all the agents will receive a notification that yeah, that person has given us a review. And you can enable all the three from here. Like if you want, like I want to keep on following up with the detractors, and I want to know more about them, and what actually they are facing, why they are unhappy. Obviously if someone is giving us between 0 to 6, we need to communicate with them, and for that obviously we need to know like what they are giving, who are those people who are giving us between 0 to 6, or maybe someone to just to give them a thank you message or something like that. If you just want to connect with someone who's giving you 9 or 10, you just want to connect with them and thank them for giving us the review, we can also connect with them. So for that, the notification setting, we need to enable the notification setting, so that we will get the notification who are giving us what all reviews. So here's the notification setting that we have covered. Now, the NPS rating color setting. So we'll be able to set the colors. As you can see, this is the preview, and this is the exact page of the review, and they will give us a rating between like out of 10. So we can customize the color from here, the rating button. Apart from that, we have NPS default template setting. So this is the template. Obviously, as you can see, the default template is already mentioned in this preview page. This is the default page. But if you want to send out this NPS review with, customize a proper template for it and, send it out, we have multiple templates already over here. We can just select the template, and, once we will select the template, we'll get the option to review it once here. So any questions regarding this settings option?
Not so far, Nanda.
Yeah. So obviously we have checked like from we have seen the basic page from where we can send out the NPS reviews. But as you know, it's InsuredMine. There is not only one option from where we can send out NPS review. Like suppose if we want to just send, we just had a communication with the client, and that client is very satisfied with our service. We have the option of quick action. Like in the quick action option, we can get Google reviews from them. Like directly, we just don't need to navigate to the reputation module and then send out the NPS. There's no need. Like maybe we are in a different module, we are in a policy page, or maybe we are in a contact page. We can just click on the quick action and send the NPS review to the client. Also, apart from that, we have another option, which is our engagement. Like in our engagement module, like, as you all know that, InsuredMine portal is very famous for their automation features. So yeah, in every automation in every single automation, like if you click on the welcome client, you'll get an option to send out the NPS review to them. Not only here, like in all the places, like in the policy renewal, in the renewed policy, obviously, and for the cross sale, everything. Like in every place, we will be able to, request our client to give us an NPS review. So we have also two different options, like not only from the reputation module, we can send out Google review requests from this workflow automation as well. And also we have an option of client reviews as well. So any question in this part?
Please show how to set up the NPS in any of these workflows, Nanda.
Yeah, sure. Let's just start with the welcome client. So sorry, just a second. Like obviously we are sending it out for our active clients only. So obviously as it is a welcome client, so we need to send out a trigger date. Like suppose like we have received a client today only, like they have turned into an active client today only, and suppose like not only today, we like just not exactly right now, but after 4 to 5 days we want to send out an NPS review request to them. We can just select the date, add the days over here, and then we can just start doing it. And yeah, obviously we have an option of NPS email and NPS SMS. As I previously mentioned, in in two forms we can send out NPS request. One is email, another one is SMS. So here is the option. We can select the template from here, and if you want, like you want to customize the entire template, we can just go to the engagement email template builder or maybe templates, and we can create a particular template for the review request, and then add the template over here, and we can send it out. We need to send an email, the sender's email. And obviously when we are adding a template, we are already adding a subject over here. And if you want to add your signature, you can add your signature from here and add preview text. And obviously as we are sending it to our already active client, the client is already active, so it's not a marketing one, it's a transactional one. So we'll select the transactional. And obviously as we have previously set a trigger date, like after 4 days or maybe after 5 days, we want this email to trigger. So yeah, we can send a time over here, and if we want, like we can just to check how the entire visual looks like, we can just send to ourselves, and we'll be able to see like how it looks like, how the entire email body looks like. If you want, we can add the unsubscribe link as well. And after selecting a template, the entire email body will be visible here. And if you have not added any template yet, you just want to draft it in the main body, we can do it like directly. Like we don't need to select any template, we can just come here and add the template, add the email body over here. And we can also use a specific tags, as we can use it in every single in our every single email body, like in our workflow automation, in our pipeline automation setup, or in our email campaign or text campaign with like bulk text, we can select tags. So here is an option on like that, the option is still visible also here. Like as you can see, you can just select any text like for the contact name or the other things, and then just click on the next. And just to verify like everything is properly correct, and we just don't need to go back and check everything, we can just do it from here. And we can just send out like for what all agents we want to send out the workflow automations. And like agent email notification, if you want, like the agent will also receive the notification. Yes, we can just select it from here and just do it like this. Yeah, so now in the basic page, like in the analytics page, we'll be able to see the welcome client NPS request is already triggered. And from here we will be able to, like as we have already set it for after 5 days, obviously. So after 5 days, when the thing will trigger properly, the entire analytics will be visible over here. And as we have not set any NPS text, only an NPS email for now, just to give you an example. So the NPS text option will be empty, but the email option will fill out. after, when the exact trigger time will come. And also we'll be able to filter it out by the time. Any questions over here?
Not so far, Nanda.
So yeah, so there are, like, obviously we can see like what who has given us what NPS review from our reputation module. But suppose we just don't want to just scroll it, or like scroll from here or download the report. We just want like suppose one particular specific client, what like NPS review that person has given us. So if we want to check that, we can just go to the contact module. So, or maybe from the smart search also, like we are in any module, we just go to the smart search and search for the contact. And once we have received the contact, we just need to, we have located the contact, we can just go inside the contact 360 and go to the communication. And here is the option to check what NPS review that they have given us. It, like, once that person has already submitted the NPS review, it will be visible over this, like over here in this place. Also, apart from that, like we have another option to see like what NPS review that particular client has given us is our pipeline. So in the pipeline, you can see if like only we will be able to see the entire thing, like that particular thing in the pipeline only if we are sending the NPS request through pipeline, or maybe through an email communication that we are sending. If we are sending it through the pipeline, but like pipeline deal card, we will be able to see the received NPS review from this place as well. We just need to go inside the deal card, and then just go to the communication, and here in the NPS segment, it will be visible over here. So any questions till now?
No, Nanda.
Yeah, so here is the thing that NPS, like the NPS is very important for us to, for not only us, for every agency. Like we should use the NPS review to know what the feelings of our, current customers, that like either they are very happy, or maybe we can get an, obviously in NPS, if you send out an NPS to someone, you will be able to see there is an option in the NPS form. There is an option to give us, a suggestion or maybe a review, like a feedback, like a small note. Like suppose if someone is, satisfied with us, suppose a passive client who is, obviously satisfied with us, but not that much. There are few improvement area. They can add the improvement points, or maybe the suggestion points over there, and we can just work on that suggestion point, or maybe the feedback point to for our betterment, to better to make our service better, so that we can turn that passive or detractive client to a very completely satisfied and promoted client. Here is the entire thing, that like from these all places we will be able to navigate NPS. Like we will be able to see NPS, we will be able to request for NPS. And obviously not only this, but as I previously mentioned, like if we just copy the NPS review link, and like we just don't want to do it from any one particular segment, we just want to add it in any one email body. Suppose someone sending us, asking for an endorsement request, or maybe an amendment request, and we have completed the procedure, and now we are just sending a confirmation email or maybe a confirmation text to them, and we just want to get a Google review, NPS review after that. So we can just copy that entire link and paste it in the email body, so that after reading the entire email and getting the confirmation that the changes have already met, or maybe the request is already completed, and now it's like they are ready to give us an NPS review, we can do it as well. Anything else?
That's amazing. Can you show them? Can you go to the NPS reputation and then NPS?
Yeah, sure.
And let's click in the big three dots that you have in your right side.
Yes.
And then notification, no, NPS rating color setting. I'm not sure if you
Yes.
showed this part. Did you show this part? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so guys, do not forget that, sorry, I was probably distracted, that you can have this option in which you can select the color or how you want that your NPS looks like. It could match your logo and of course your brand agency setup. So this is really important because nowadays we are customizable more the NPS, and we're working to improve the NPS. We have received some client requests that instead of having the numbers, probably they want to have some emoji faces, right? Like if they are going to give one, probably they want to have a sad face, or if they want to give a 10, they want to have a happy star face. So we're working in bringing emojis to the NPS so this looks better when you send it to your clients. Okay. So I think that so far we do not have any questions at this moment for NPS. I mean, the setup, as Nanda already mentioned to you guys, it's kind of easy to do it in InsuredMine, but of course, the main thing is that you have to set up your process, and after you set up the process, of course, you need to follow up with your clients. If they give you good number above 9, so if they become promoters, then what is going to be your next step? Like, are you going to ask them for referrals? Are you going to ask them for a Google review? Or are you going to ask them to add an extra policy? What is going to be your next step if they give you above 9? Or of course you will decide, like, probably my promoters, they are not going to be above 9, they are going to be above 7, or they are going to be above 8. That is going to be your own agency settings and of course expectations. So okay, Laura, I will send you an email. Thank you for joining us. So review how you want to use InsureMine, and even if you haven't started your NPS, probably this is going to be the start of your NPS. You can try and see how it looks like. You can set up the NPS for a few of your clients, and this is going to be as same as Nanda show you. In the workflow automation, you can just select a few of your clients to do a beta test and then trigger the NPS. Okay. So far, I would say that's all for us. We are going to release the Thanksgiving campaign. So review your banners or here in InsureMine, probably you will see during the day and the next few days and weeks your banner for the Thanksgiving campaign. This is going to be great for you guys. If you don't want to create the template, we are going to do it for you and we are going to trigger the campaign on your behalf. Just help us to fill out the form. Probably after this webinar, the form is going to be live. And if you do not see it in your portal, also you can send us a message in the chat and ask the support team, hey, Montserrat mentioned in the webinar that we will have the Thanksgiving campaign, but we do not see the form. So they can also share with you the form. Okay, guys? Well, thank you all for joining us. And if you have any questions, you know that you always can send us an email or call us. We are going to be there for you guys. Thank you, Nanda.
Thank you so much, Montserrat.
Thank you.
Yeah.